Welcome to the Harvesting Wisdom podcast. Together we explore the vast landscapes of life, delving into the rich soil of experiences, sowing the seeds of curiosity, and harvesting the profound wisdom that each episode unfolds. Hello, welcome to another podcast of Harvesting Wisdom. I'm your host, Mike McMahon. With me today is Joe Roselle. Dr. Roselle is actually filming, and he and I are doing our second day of riding the transit. And we've gone from all the way at one end, which is Metro Center, down and around and down Central Avenue, and we've highlighted a lot of that part of Phoenix. We're now in downtown Phoenix. We got off the light rail, which continues south, but we instead are going to go to the east, to go to Tempe and to Mesa to look at some of the venues and some of the things we're doing over there in those cities. So thank you for joining us. Again, our purpose here today and is with this podcast is to show people maybe coming in from out of town, you know, what this is all about. You can fly into the airport and get straight on the light rail. You can go to Tempe, Mesa, you can go to Phoenix, you can go anywhere along this light rail line. All of our activities are pretty much along the light rail line, and we're kind of rediscovering for ourselves. A lot of people in Phoenix, when you move here, you might move to the suburbs, an area that maybe the housing is a little less expensive or whatever, and it's a big city, so sometimes you lose touch with what's going on. I come in and out of Phoenix in Tempe and Mesa a bit, but what has happened in the last few years is nothing short of a revival of these cities, and there's so much to do, and that's kind of what we're showing here. So it's almost more for Phoenix residents than it is Phoenix residents who have to come and rediscover how much fun they can have. Come down here for a weekend, come during the film festival, ride the light rail, maybe go to the Heard Museum. There's so many different things. Stay at a hotel. There's so many cool hotels. Or go party in downtown Phoenix, Tempe, or in Mesa, because the club scene is really good. The restaurants are great. So that's what we're doing right now. Behind me is we're looking west. And we're on Jefferson. Jefferson is a one-way street. Washington parallels it going the other direction. But you can see all the big civic buildings over here, City Hall and the courthouses and that kind of thing. As we go in the other direction, we'll go by the baseball stadium and the Suns arena, and you'll see there's a grocery store down here now. Lots of cool boutique, small hotels and restaurants in this area. Some cool old architecture that blends with some of the new stuff going on. And it's really a new city. It's a completely different city from what I moved into many decades ago. And when I say better, it's better. It's just straight up, it's better. And now you have this light rail. If you get a ticket to the film festival, you get a free light rail pass for the day, so you can literally do whatever you want all day long, have some drinks and dinner and lunch, and go to see some movies, and just park at one end of this thing, and you're good to go. Or ride your bike over here, even better. Or take an Uber, an electric Waymo maybe, which a lot of cities don't have. We have that in Phoenix, one of the first cities to have it. So pretty exciting. Another thing that's really amazing is there's a lot of this redevelopment. We're seeing a lot of high-rises with huge apartment complexes and condominiums going in, and even some single-family homes are being gentrified in some of the classic neighborhoods. Building behind us, for instance, is an older building, and it's been completely remodeled and for housing. So what we're seeing, which we didn't see when I moved to town, 30 or 40 years ago, you just didn't see people down here. Now there's people living down here, and what a great spot to live. Everything is so convenient. And with that, you're seeing, shops and different secondary businesses that open up, barbershops, that kind of thing. One of the things that we also noticed is the campus downtown, which is a little north of where we are right now. I think that's multiple schools. I think it's NAU, ASU, and U of A that are down there. Oh, and Thunderbird School of Management with the ASU. So that's the international school. So that kind of bringing youth back in gives the whole city a whole different vibe and a great vibrancy of activity. So again, maybe this film festival is what brings you down here. Hopefully it does, and hope that you can just take it easy on the train. It's the tickets come with the purchase of the film festival, and come on down and see what we're seeing. I think you'll enjoy it.
If you're going to travel from one venue to the next, you definitely should take the light rail, especially if you have a large group. I mean, you could have 10, 20 people in your group, and this is faster than taking a car. So this is definitely the way to go. Yeah, and the VIP dinner is great because we're going to have 6,000 people at the film festival, but we're only offering 100 spots for the VIP dinner. So it's an exclusive dinner. They get to meet people from the film industry. They get to meet other VIPs. So it's a great spot, and it's a great venue at the Valley Ho. We have venues now at all three cities. So City of Phoenix, we have the Arizona Science Center. We have the Beth Hebrew Synagogue. Tempe is the cul-de-sac, and then Mesa is the Mix Center. Saturday is where we have a lot of programming too. So we have a lot of the nonprofit partners and the elected officials that are going to be at either ASU Mix or at cul-de-sac. We have a luncheon. We're going to do a cul-de-sac to have a nonprofit mixer, which will be great as well. But if you're interested in filmmaking, if you're interested in art, there's a great opportunity to actually meet artists from around the country, or directors, producers from LA, to get that extra a little bit of boost or help. Something else which is going to be a lot of fun too is all of the film blocks, we have 23, will all have a panel discussion. Some of them will be directors, actors, some of them will actually be nonprofits, local experts that can talk to you about how to get engaged and involved. So the thing about Skyfire Film Festival, with all the involvement, we're really hoping you're not coming just to watch a movie, but you're really, by the end of it, you're going to be able to network and meet somebody, whether it's a nonprofit or somebody else in the community. The other thing to think about too is if you're a college, high school student and you're interested in sustainability or in the environment, this is a great way to share your story. That's the overwhelming message we've heard, or if you're a nonprofit or a small or large size business that want to share your sustainability story, this is a great way to do it. Companies like Greenworks were so excited about creating their documentary. They actually flew out and filmed a documentary with us. Grand Canyon University filmed 2 documentaries, one on us, one on CityServe, which is a program at GCU. So it's a great way to share your story to a larger audience as well. So if you don't know how to do that, I can't think of a better place to go and come see other movies, examples, and meet filmmakers in order to dip your toes in. And we have several movies that are actually bigger movies, like Nick Offerman's Fork in the Road, Farming While Black, Woody Harrelson's new movie from Hawaii, which is really exciting as well. A lot of these movies actually started at Sundance and then have taken off. So the only place that the Nick Offerman movie will be shown before ours is at Sonoma Film Festival the day before. So we're the second day on the premiere, which is exciting. And honestly, when you look at our partners, some of them are here in Phoenix, but I would count the 230 filmmakers that we selected their films. The ones that we selected their films are our partner as well too. You cannot watch these movies on Netflix. The only place you could see these are at the film festival. So you have the opportunity to watch films from 40 different countries, ranging from kids that are as young as 10 to adults. In addition to that, we're partnering with the Robert Redford Center. A lot of those films, the only places they've ever been shown are Sundance. So if you've never been to Sundance, if you don't intend to go, this is it. You either go to Sundance or you travel to these different parts of the world, or you could come to the film festival and see it all at once. All of our out-of-town guests can actually take the light rail to all of our destinations and to their hotel. Our partnership hotels are on the light rail, so you don't have to rent a car. And that's not a narrative we currently have in Phoenix, but that's something we want to push with conferences moving forward. In addition to being sustainable transportation, we're also doing the zero waste. So we're partnering with Denali and Greenlight Solutions to divert all the waste from our festival from the landfill. That is something that's intentional, whether it's our shirts that are hemp, our glasses, or our awards, which are roses. Everything has was it intentionally planned out to be more sustainable. So if that's something we pick, from the awards to the merchandise we're selling to the t-shirts or sweatshirts, everything's meant to have a sustainable theme, which is great.
That is a museum, a Native American indigenous, and that at one point in time had a village. I don't know how many, 1,000 years ago. I don't know which tribe it is. I think it was the Hohokam, but I don't know for a fact. But it's another cool thing to visit while you're here. We're now cutting across the underneath the 202 freeway. 202 goes from Phoenix out to the East Valley, and we are still along Washington. I think we're technically still in Phoenix right here, but you can see even this area here, how much gentrification there's been. All these buildings you're seeing, apartment complexes, are new. There's business here, quite a bit of business here. As we go not that much further, we're going to run into Tempe, and we'll be right at ASU. So it's a very short distance from one city to another. A long time ago, there was one bridge that would get wiped out if there was a major monsoon, and you couldn't make it from Phoenix to Tempe. The only way you could make it is to go down south along Baseline Road and then back up.
Right?
Oh, it cut. Phoenix and Tempe were completely cut off, and the engineers that did both the planning for streets and the water engineers did really an amazing job of making this area safe and usable. The old Stockyards Steakhouse. This used to be the Stockyards in Phoenix, maybe 100 years ago. It's right off the rail lines, and this is how cattle came in and then go to other places in the country. And that restaurant's still there, and the restaurant is still very good. Great steakhouse. Seeing yet another freeway overpass.
Yeah, let's try to get them on Facebook like every week.
I think that is the 202 again. And we got to be entering Tempe pretty soon here, if not already. I'm not sure where the borderline is, but again, you start seeing a lot of this high-rise apartment complexes. Behind us is the river, by the way. Right behind those apartment complexes, and all this construction is the Rio Salado River, which runs all the way from the other side of Mesa all the way through Phoenix as well. And it's a dry riverbed quite a bit of the year, and then it runs water during monsoons and rains. And they've done some nice job of gentrifying along the river, both in Phoenix and in Tempe. We have, that river will feed Tempe Town Lake. We will probably be going over Tempe Town Lake fairly soon on the light rail. And this is all just a feat of engineering and good design, good imagination. So you'll see a lot of
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
business operations in this area. And we're coming up to Priest here, but we'll be, I think, turning someplace south around Mill Avenue. And you can see all those high-rise buildings there. That is the new Tempe. Tempe has almost been completely revitalized. And it's like a city of the future. Lots of glass. Crossing under the freeway again. Now you can see the old railroad bridge that crosses what is now Tempe Town Lake. And this area here was the river, Rio Salado River. It's been dammed up at that end right there, the west end. And it's now the lake. A lot of rowing teams come here and row, and paddle boards. You see the paddle boards there. It's just kind of a fun area. This area right below us is the park. That's right along the river. They launch a lot of triathlons right out of that park. And now we're seeing the downtown area. These are all commercial buildings that run along the side of the lake on this south side. And we're heading right into, this is literally ASU now. Housing in every direction, a lot of new high-rises as well. Looks like a Westin Hotel, again, another place that could be stayed. There's just a ton of different hotels for lodging for anyone coming in from out of town. And again, this is a great way to, I've gone to football games at ASU, taken the light rail from way up north to come down here so I didn't have to deal with parking and just the congestion of car traffic. And it just drops you right off, really right off here at the stadium. And you know, again, a college football game's got a lot of excitement. A lot of ASU's always got a good team, and it's another fun thing to come and do and see here. And we're still driving kind of through the north end of the campus. It's a very, very big school. I think it might be the largest school in the world by a number of students. But it's been completely changed. Its mission is on target and on force. They've done a lot of great things for their students and for the state of Arizona, and leading everyone in innovation. And it's beautiful. It's landscaped beautifully. It's got a huge arboretum of catalog trees and plants. Pretty much every tree and plant on the planet is someplace on this campus, so it's really good if you are into landscaping and into plant identification. So we'll be coming up to the hub right here. It shows you how close this is to the ASU campus, and I think it's on our right hand side coming up. This is one of our activation sites, the one in Tempe, where we'll have Senator QB and a lot of people who are nonprofit coming here on that Saturday. So it'll be a fun Saturday afternoon for 4 hours, I think. You can see there's a park and ride over here as well. There's several park and rides along this rail line. So if you are coming from another park, you can come to the closest park and ride and then leave your car and not have to mess with more parking. You notice a lot of bicycle riders. They can take your bicycle right on the light rail. And here is our hub. This will be our Saturday activation space. This window's a little screened, so it's not the best view, but There's apartment buildings that get way deep down in there, and it's just a really cool landscape with pavers and earth, basically sand, gravel areas. This little area right here that we're seeing is part of the restaurant row. We had lunch there the other day. It was really good. So there's a lot of things you can do. You can live there, work there, eat there, and you notice how close this was to downtown Tempe. We're now going to downtown Mesa. I think I'm not even sure if this is Mesa right now. It might be. We're right on that border again. And we'll head into the Mesa area and go toward the Mixed Theater next. By the hub, those are all buildings connected with the hub. There's some more acreage there that they will expand on. Right there, it's great little community, great project. I think Agave, our landscape company, maintains that project. The project looks really nice. As we continue to head to the east, this is a little like old Phoenix, old Tempe, old Mesa. See some, which is great to see the character. See some of the old apartments or motels. I mean, right now we're at the 101 freeway, so Phoenix is looped by a lot of freeways, the 101, the 202, and the 303. This one goes up into Scottsdale, and then south, this will go down into Chandler, and we are now got to be officially, I think we've got to be in Mesa, very close to the border if we already haven't passed it. And we are on our way to the Mixed Theater at ASU.
Thank you for joining the Harvesting Wisdom podcast. Click subscribe and like for ongoing insightful conversations. Explore our webpage for show notes and additional resources. Visit our guests' webpage for deeper insights. Your engagement is the foundation of our journey, and until next time, keep pursuing wisdom.